Chapter 1, Computer Networking. Chapter Surf. Computer Network, Advantages of Networking. Applications of Networking. Types of computer network. Important terms related to Internet. Networking devices. Protocols. Internet and intranet. Network topology. In the recent few years, computer has emerged as a major source of communication, which has increased the utility of this device many times. All this has happened due to the connectivity of two or more computing devices through some communication channel, enabling them to share their information and resources with each other very quickly. In your day-to-day life, you make use of various types of networks like railway network, the cable TV and telephone network, postal network, etc. Computer network. A computer network is a collection of computers connected to share information and resources with each other. The computers are connected using a communication medium such as cable, telephone line, or satellite. A computer network enables computers to share hardware devices, exchange files, etc. A network can be as small as just two computers sharing resources with each other to as large as millions of computers connected with each other to share their resources. Internet is one of the largest network of computers which is spread across the world. Components of computer network. The various components of computer network are: message. A message is a piece of information which is transferred across the network. This could be a text, voice, image, video, or other media. Sender. Sender is the source of message. It could be a computer or the person who sends the message across the network. Receiver. Receiver is the person or the computer who receives the message sent by the sender across the network and tries to understand what the sender wants to convey and responds accordingly. Transmission medium. It is the communication channel through which the message is transferred from the sender to receiver on the network. Protocol. It is the standard set of rules used by the two systems to communicate messages across the network. Advantages of networking. There are various advantages of networking. Data sharing. Multiple users can easily share information and resources at the same time over the network. Security. Network allows security by ensuring that only the authorized users may have access to files and applications. Efficiency. Any modification, upgradation, and deletion of data or software can be done at a single point only using the network. Cost-effective. The hardware devices like printers, scanners, modems, etc. can be easily shared in a network. This reduces the cost of hardware equipment. Applications of networking. Networking has become an important part of business, industries, education, and entertainment. Internet is the largest computer network. Some of the applications of this largest network are: electronic messaging. We can send and receive email to anyone in any part of the world by using the Internet. Electronic data interchange, EDI. EDI is a method of transferring data in a digital format over the Internet. Teleconferencing. Teleconferencing allows people to exchange and share their ideas with each other without being present there. It is of two types: video conferencing and voice conferencing. In video conferencing, users can see as well as talk to one another. In voice conferencing, users can communicate over the phone. Electronic fund transfer, EFT. EFT allows the users to transfer money without going to a bank. ATM, automated teller machine, is a kind of electronic fund transfer device used to withdraw cash from a bank account. Types of computer network. Based on the geographical area across which the computer network is spread, it can be classified as follows. PAN, Personal Area Network. This type of network is used to provide connectivity to devices like printer, scanner, cell phone, tablet, etc., belonging to an individual. The coverage area of this network is very small and is in the range of just 5 to 10 meters only. LAN, Local Area Network. This type of network is spread within a small geographical area like a room, office, building or a campus. All the computers in the LAN are connected through cables or wireless links for communication. The number of computers in a LAN can vary from 2 to several hundred computers. Due to the small geographical area covered by LAN, the communication speed is faster. Generally, it spreads in the area of 0 to 10 kilometers. The cost involved in setting up the LAN is low as compared to larger networks. MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. This is a larger network as compared to LAN. It covers a city. The communication medium used to connect the computers in MAN is similar to that in LAN, as it covers a larger geographical area. The cost involved in setting up a MAN is much higher than LAN. The size of a MAN can range from 10 to 50 kilometers. WAN, Wide Area Network. This type of network covers a very large geographical area across a country or continent. WAN is generally established by a large organization, having offices spread across the country or continent. WAN is connected through telephone lines, satellites, and wireless mediums. Because of the widespread area of WAN, the data transfer rate is slower. Railway reservation system, airlines reservation system, and ATMs are good examples of WAN. The largest example of WAN is the Internet. Important terms related to Internet. Some of the important terms related with networks and Internet are as follows. URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Every resource on the Internet has a unique address, which helps to locate it on the Internet. The resource can be a web page, website, document, or program. This address is known as URL. Typically, a URL has 3 parts, that is, protocol, address of the web server, and its complete path of the server. The structure of URL is protocol, server address, path. For example, http www.grambooks.com. About us. HTTP is the protocol used to transfer the page. www.grambooks.com is the identified, the server. About us is the location of the resource on web server. ISP, Internet Service Provider. An ISP is a company or organization which provides connectivity to the Internet and its services to the user against some fee. Some of the ISPs are Airtel, Tata Indicom, BSNL, Jio and MTNL. Before buying an Internet connection, we must know certain things. An ISP charges a fee depending on the connection speed. The connection speed determines how fast the data is sent to your computer. It is measured in Mbps, megabits per second. Higher Mbps speed will load web pages more quickly and enable fast download speed. The ISP sets up a powerful server computer which is connected to the Internet through some communication gateway and assigns a unique ID and password to its users to access the Internet facility. IP address. An IP address or Internet Protocol address is an identifying number of a network device which allows it to communicate with others on the IP-based network like Internet. This unique IP address consists of 4 sets of numbers from 0 to 255 which are separated with 3 dots. DNS, Domain Name System. It is a system used for identifying the location of various web resources like web pages or websites on the various web servers. It is a combination of 2 or more parts, that is, domain name and domain extension. For example, in the web address of grambooks.com, grambooks is the domain name and com is the extension which is predefined and is used to identify the type of domain. The various domain extensions are domain extension, description, .com, commercial website, .org, non-profit making organization, .net, network resource organization, .edu/.ac, educational / academic website, .mil, military website, .gov, government website. Web page. It is an individual document on the web server which contains related information in form of text, images, videos, sounds, animations, etc. These pages are created using special web language like HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. Each web page has its unique address on the web server known as its URL. Website. A website is a collection of many related web pages stored in web servers. These web pages are interlinked to one another through hyperlinks. The web pages of a website are stored under the same domain name. The process of storing the web pages on the web servers is called web hosting. Web portal. A web portal is a specially designed website which offers wide range of services like emails, gaming, search engine, chat forum, shopping, etc. It can also be considered as a library of personalized or categorized contents. Rediff, Yahoo and Google are some of the examples of web portal. Bandwidth. Bandwidth in context to a data connection is referred to the amount of data that can be transmitted in a fixed period of time. It is usually expressed in bits per second, BPS, like 40 Mbps, which means a data transfer rate of 40 megabits per second. It is basically used to measure the speed of internet connection. Hyperlink. A link or hyperlink is an HTML object that may be a text or image for connecting other websites or web pages. When you move the mouse pointer over a hyperlink, it changes its shape to a hand cursor. When we click on the hyperlink, some other part of the website opens. Hypertext. It is the text on the web page which has links to some other part of the document or another object. When you click or tap on this, you see all the other objects that are linked to it. Networking devices. Networking devices are the hardware devices used to connect computers or other electronic devices together on a network in order to share resources such as file or printer, etc. Modem. This device is needed to connect the computer system with a communication network. Modem stands for modulator, demodulator. The function of this device is to convert digital signals into analog signals and vice versa. Modem can be of two types: internal modem and external modem. An external modem is attached externally to the computer, while an internal modem is connected on the motherboard of the system inside the CPU box. Hub. Hub is a central hardware device that manages flow of data across the network. A hub divides the bandwidth or communication speed equally among the connected devices, communicating simultaneously. Hub sends the data coming from a computer to all the devices. The device for which the data is sent accepts it, while others ignore it. Switch. Just like hub, switch is also a central hardware device that manages the flow of information among the computers and devices connected to it. But unlike hub, switch sends the data signals only to the desired device rather than sending it to all devices. Router. This network device is used to route the data across the different parts of the network when the computers are connected in wide area network, WAN. Gateway. A gateway is a special networking device which helps to connect two dissimilar networks on the internet. It is a central high-speed interconnecting structure established for the exchange of information among two or more networks. It often acts as a security node controlling the data moving in and out of the network. Protocols. Data transfer on a network involves communication between the client and the server system. So, some standard set of rules are used by the two systems to make this communication possible. These network communication rules are known as protocols. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP is a communication protocol used by the client machine to send the request to the web server for a web page and at server end. It helps to transfer the requested page on the client machine. It is generally used in combination with www to access the hypertext documents. It is the web browser on the client machine which interacts with the remote machine called web server using HTTP by sending HTTP request, and the web server delivers the requested resources to the client in the form of HTTP response. TCP, IP, Transmission Control Protocol. Internet Protocol. Internet uses packet switching technique to transfer the data, and the job of converting the information into equal-sized packets is the responsibility of TCP at the source computer. It is also responsible for reassembling the received packets at the destination computer to the original information. The responsibility of IP is to assign the address of destination computer to each packet and route them over the network to their destination. FTP, File Transfer Protocol. FTP or File Transfer Protocol is a standard Internet protocol which is used for transmitting files between the computers on the Internet. It is a client-server protocol that establishes two communication channels between the client and the server, a command channel for controlling the transmission and data channel for transmitting the data. Using FTP, a client can upload, download, delete, move or rename the files on the server. IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol. IMAP is a standard email protocol which is used to store email messages on the mail server, but it allows the user to view or manipulate the messages as if these are stored on their local computer. Using this, we can manage our mails in different folders. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. SMTP or Simple Mail Transfer Protocol is used when email is delivered from an email client to an email server, or when an email is delivered from one email server to another. Internet and intranet. Internet is accessible to every user all over the world. Every computer in Internet is identified by a unique IP address, a unique set of numbers such as 110.22.33.114, which identifies a computer's location. Intranet is a private network that is contained within an organization. Computers in intranet are not available to the world outside the intranet. Usually, each organization has their own intranet network, and employees of that company can access the computers in their intranet. Each computer in intranet is also identified by an IP address, which is unique among the computers in that intranet. Network topology. The way of connecting different computers in a network is known as topology. It refers to the way in which the nodes of a network are linked together physically. There are three basic topologies: star topology, ring topology, bus topology. Star topology. In a star topology, all the nodes are connected to a central system called switch, which forwards data towards its destination. Advantages of star topology. It is cost-effective. If any of the local computer fails, the network is unaffected. Disadvantages of star topology. The system crucially depends on the central switch. If it fails, the entire network goes down. Ring topology. In a ring topology, all the nodes are connected in a closed loop. Each device is connected to the other two on either side. Data travels only in one direction in a ring. Each computer passes the data to the next one. Advantage of ring topology. It is more reliable. Disadvantages of ring topology. The ring network requires more complicated control software. Failure of one node results in the failure of the entire network. Bus topology. In a bus topology, all the nodes are connected to a central cable called bus. Transmission from any node travels the length of the bus in both directions and can be received by all other nodes. The bus has terminators at either ends, which prevent bouncing of signals. Advantages of bus topology. It is easy to set up. Failure of one node does not affect the network. Disadvantages of bus topology. A signal on the bus must be strong enough to reach the receiver.